Welcome back to the Blaze Trap Beer Podcast. My name is Blake Longfellow. I'm back at Full Circle, but the first time I've ever had Dawn on. Welcome.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
This other guy, you might have heard of him a couple times on this podcast already.
Hi, it's Mike Mahalik from Elmatic. This other guy.
I'm kidding. He and I have been friends since the day they opened their doors back in 19. I was one. That's
correct.
I was probably one of the annoying ones that kept messaging him on Messenger. Hey, when are you guys open?
At least you didn't knock on the door or try to peep through the cardboard on the wall or on the windows. That's fun. Had a lot of that.
Hey, I was just excited to have one a little bit closer to me. So,
True that.
And Don, so how did you get into brewing and wanting to open a brewery?
Yeah, so my husband Franz and I have been married a long time, we'll just put it that way. And we always wanted to go into business. We loved craft beer. And there was just one night we were at home brewing. I brew kombucha here as well. And I said, I'd really like to do this all the time. And we kind of stopped and paused and looked at each other and said, maybe we should think more about that. And we kind of put all of our passions together. So beer, kombucha, plants, gardening, sustainability, all under one roof. So it really just kind of blossomed from that.
Mm-hmm. So I just want a little more background. So how do you pick Inglewood in this location?
Yeah. So interestingly, when we were looking for locations, we wanted a building that hadn't been used for a while, that had some green space, close to the highway, close to parks. And this really just fit the number and something that we could afford. That was a big thing. So this was a building that we could afford. And we really saw the opportunity to put our own spin on it. Interestingly, Franz grew up in Inglewood, so he's pretty much moved back home, which is really fun. So his family's still here. And this is, again, kind of a full circle moment with our business and coming back to where he grew up.
Because I know how craft is where it is right now. But I still like Inglewood, for example, did not have a brewery. And there's like some cities out there is like, I know where the bubble is right now, but if one would open up there, I think that they would succeed and stuff like that. And I definitely feel like Inglewood found its need.
Yes. Yeah, that was definitely a bonus as well. The next closest brewery is about 12 minutes away. So, and Elmatic's about 20, 25 minutes. So kind of depending. Yeah. So great for the ale trail stop though, because
that's true.
Yeah, between us and Hairless.
Yeah,
it's a good day trip.
Definitely helped this area of the map. Mm-hmm. But what's good about them too? I mean, you guys had just opened like, hey, we're opening a brewery. I mean, you're at the moment you guys got in, you were able to have other offerings as well. So which is where most of us are at now. Where we also love beer. We love beer to be number one, but we know that now we have to be more than a brewery. Mm-hmm. Which again, we never would have thought that opening the place, but I mean, again, the kombucha, the other things you offer, your outdoor space. So you're doing a lot more than just, hey, come drink our beer. Right. It's a cool vibe. Yeah,
we try to make a whole experience and family friendly as well, which is really helpful, bringing in different crowds.
Yeah, and when I did my ale trail, when we used to have to go out to the Eaton, I would start at Eaton and come the long way back.
The long way back.
When we used to have to go all the way out there. I was like, man, you can't open a couple more breweries on this path out there. It's like,
I mean, I'll be honest. It just shows you how widespread beer is in this area. I mean, that Eaton was even on our list. You know what I mean? And I mean, we have a pretty wide radius. Can't remember if it's like 25 miles from the center of Dayton. I can't remember, but if you're in the circle, you can be in the ale trail.
Yep. Good opportunities for day trips.
Correct.
Yeah, because I remember my first year ever doing it, and it was like, I have to go all the way down to Middletown. But luckily, there's a couple down there now that makes it more.
Yes.
Good day trip. Yeah.
Yes.
That is true. You can walk from Gravel Road to New Wales. Isn't that close?
Close enough.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thought so.
So another reason why we're here is because starting the Saturday when this comes out is Dayton Beer Week. And you guys are kicking it off in a very big way. Let's start just talking about the event, how it came to be, or what's the origin of Dayton Beer Week? Or I guess we could start there.
So we've updated. It's Miami Valley Craft Beer Week.
Okay.
So that encompasses more than just Dayton, because obviously we're in Huber, she's in Inglewood, like you said, Middletown. We're including everybody. Honestly, this has been something that a lot of us have been trying to get off the ground for a while. Dayton Beer Week used to exist for a while, then it kind of faded. So everybody's been trying to get something back on, get people excited about beer again, especially local beer. And through blood, sweat, and tears of some folks from certain breweries. Sorry if I don't name you guys, but there's a lot of you. We've been able to try to get this thing going the last couple of years. We've done the week, but we've only, as of last year, got the Beer Fest going. Unfortunately, our venue fell through last year, so we jumped in and John at Loose Ends hosted. So we got at least our inaugural Collab Fest to start Beer Week. And now this year, we're on the second year of Collab Fest, and it's going to be at the Dayton Art Institute. So we're stepping up, and we've had a lot of help with them getting this thing going. But the idea is that we kick off with a big event like Collab Fest, and then throughout the rest of the week, everybody is doing different events, and we're advertising them. We're advertising together. It could be a collab event. It doesn't matter, but we're going to put a bunch of different fun events on during those weeks, or during that week. I'm sorry.
Weeks? It's going to be a whole month?
No.
Hey, why not? Future aspirations.
Future aspirations. Let's get off one week first. I remember one year, just trying to get this thing going. We did Mario Kart with the Brewers, like beat the Brewers at Mario Kart, things like that. It was just fun things for people to hang out and do. So look for all your favorite breweries to be doing stuff that week. The week starting the 2nd. I'll say the Beer Fest is on the 1st.
Because I know originally when it was called Dayton Craft Beer Week, sadly, someone that's about to close, Yellow Cab, used to host that. Then all, like I said, it just faded for a little bit. Was there a reason for that, or?
I don't necessarily have a clear answer for you. I know Dayton Beer Week, the name and all of its trademarks and all that were owned by somebody, which is another reason why we decided to make our own thing. And before there were so many breweries out here, Dayton Beer Week was really not about Dayton beer. It's just about beer and Dayton, right? And so the collective of us that wanted to see something happen for us, we are making local beer. We wanted to see local beer be celebrated. That's where you're seeing the Miami Valley Craft Beer Week come along. So yes, like that event beer was tagged along at one point onto Dayton Beer Week. And then eventually they just started doing it on their own too, because Dayton Beer Week went away and they were still doing that event. It's only as of recently that they're not doing that event anymore. And I believe they're closing, which is sad to hear because it was a cool venue. Does that help at all? Answer your question? And there's not a clear answer. It's just the pivot.
Got anything to add?
Well, just in general, I'm excited. My background is in museums. So this is a really exciting event for me because, of course, we're still a very new brewery. We're hitting 3 years in September, and being able to celebrate craft beer with so many great other breweries in a space that I feel very, comfortable with coming from that venue. It's just an exciting place to be. And the fact that people will be able to enjoy craft beer in a really beautiful space with
so beautiful,
fantastic art to look at, which is a great opportunity too, because you get admission to the museum. So there's just a lot, I think, intertwined with this event to make it really special and unique to Dayton, and to everybody that's involved with it. So
absolutely, I agree.
So how did the Dayton Art Institute come out? Did they reach out to you, or did you reach out to them? How did that come together?
As far as I believe, we reach out to them, and by we, I'll give John his credit.
Yep.
John Lou set up that meeting, and he definitely worked really hard to get us in a position so we could have a conversation to make this happen with them. And honestly, they've all been really wonderful to work with so far. So it's been great.
Yeah, it's this has been a great collaboration so far. So I think it's really, for us, makes us even more excited about the event. So
makes us want to hold up our end of the bargain even more.
That's right.
And bring them a good event as well.
Yes.
So how did the idea of collaborations come together originally?
Oh boy. I'll answer. The idea was we didn't want to just throw another beer fest. Mm-hmm. And I've said this a lot, and it sounds disrespectful to some of our friends out here, but we didn't want to just throw a beer fest with the beers that we make all the time, beers you can buy in Kroger, that kind of thing. No, and again, it's not that these beers aren't great, but why would you pay to come to a beer fest? Beers that you see all the time, right? So we wanted to make something fun and different, and we didn't really know. We spitballed a bunch of ideas. It was like, well, what is that? And it was like, well, what if we made essentially special beers, one-off beers that were the only ways you can get it. Now, eventually you can get it after the beer fest is over. We'll have things on the tap room, but where can you get all these beers in one place that you've never had before? And so that evolved into Collab Fest, our collaboration beers, and it became a let's see who wants to participate and throw them in a. I don't want to say we threw them in a hat, but we did the old, put everybody's name on a spreadsheet internet and did the old spin the wheel, and it paired everybody up. So you have got some really interesting collaborations coming. And if it's anything like last year, you're going to have some really interesting beers coming. Mm-hmm. So that's really where that came from. It's spitballing ideas to make this more of a fun event and about beer, but not just about beer for beer's sake. Does that make sense?
Yeah. And I think because of that, it pairs really nicely because, there's a science to brewing beer, but there's also the art of brewing beer. And this really provides all of us as brewers the opportunity to bring our skills to the table, collaborate with other, artists essentially in a really fun artistic environment. So it just, again,
I love it, Don. She's bringing it back to the art and the arts. I love it.
Hey,
that's true.
That's what I do.
You will it right back in. I love it. I threw you the alley-oop. You dunked it.
There we go.
Because last year when you did it for the first time, did you have some surprises on? It could be a collaboration you guys were a part of that kind of surprised you. Oh, we're actually doing this beer.
Oh gosh. I remember enjoying everybody's beers, but
I don't
know like the ones you brewed yourself with the other brewer. What's it like? How did you guys come up with that? Or
so we collaborated with Heavier Than Air, and we're actually paired with them again this year. But we're kind of we really like math, so I'm going to start there. So last year here at Full Circle, we celebrated 2 years. Heavier Than Air celebrated 8 years. Okay, right. This year we're celebrating our 3rd year. They're celebrating their 9th year. So. We're kind of having fun with that and brewing Belgian double, Belgian triple, right? So, we're working that math in. So, okay, sorry.
I was like, what? I'm like doing the math. My brain's broke. It's late in the evening. Sorry. Look, everybody has their method on how they do collabs and what they want to see happen with them. Something that I will say that generally speaking, there's always the exceptions, but something that we've always done when we try to do collabs, we're always like, what weird thing can we do? I mean, it's a collaboration beer. This beer might only get made once. Let's have some fun. What have you got? We'll talk to other brewers. We're like, what have you always wanted to make that you've never made before? Or vice versa. Sometimes we come with the idea. Sometimes they come with the idea. And sometimes it's just serendipitous. It just works. Everybody's like, let's do this thing. And we're like, hell yeah. But sometimes it gives you a reason to do that, to make that beer you were always like on the edge about making, part of it's because you could split the beer. Yeah. So you're going to have all of it. But yeah, I mean, we've made some interesting beers as collabs over the years. And I remember one specific brewery, literally, I had a whole idea for a beer. I'm getting ready to have this phone call, and the brewer was literally like, so he cut me off. He's like, so I have an idea. And my boss has said, since you guys like to make weird beers, if you're okay with it, I can make it. And I was like, all right, let's go for it, man. And we did it. But I threw my idea that I had out the window because his idea was just so crazy. It was good. But anyhow, sorry. That's just my take on collabs in general. But I do think they should be fun. I don't really just want to make a pale ale with somebody. I mean, I can do that on my own. Well, not me. I don't brew, but I might be able to, right? I don't know. But because again, and you get strengths and weaknesses from every brewery. So it's like, oh man, what do you guys do well? What do we do well? Oh, let's combine these things.
Yeah.
Let's make some ridiculous beer with both of our powers. You know what I mean? So
Jared's listening, and he's going to say, come in one day and say, Mike, you're brewing for today. I'm just going to take it easy.
I know. Yeah. Listen, I'm good at following instructions. It's not like I don't know how. I just haven't had to touch it forever. He's like, what are you doing? You're messing it up.
So what, because I know one thing about collaborations is with it is you also learn something from someone else as well. What's some of the biggest things you've ever learned through like collaborations?
Oh, man. You can go for it, Don.
We are fairly new to collaboration. So this is our second collab. And so this is all new. So where are you going to brew? How are you splitting ingredients?
Mm-hmm.
How are you splitting the final product? And honestly, I don't brew the beer either. I brew the kombucha. But it is really fun to watch two brewers sit down and pick apart recipes and really get technical.
That's true.
So again, it's like, I kind of like this flavor. So for me, like, hey, guys, I like this flavor. How can you make this happen? And then you kind of see this back and forth, and somehow the two great minds come up with, and I'm like, yes, that sounds great.
Is that a couple of mad scientists? Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. So I'm looking forward to continue. I mean, that's, I think, the fun part with this event. It's exciting then to see two breweries come with this really unique beverage that's never existed, like Mike had said. And the next year you get the same brewery partner with somebody else, and it'll be totally different, totally spectacular. And I think that's the fun thing.
Yep.
Everybody kind of gets into you brew your regular things that people really like, but this is the opportunity to really be able to let the creativity come through and shine and really kind of remind everybody, hey, this is why we do this. It's to make a really good product.
It's fun.
And have fun with it.
Have fun.
Yeah.
It's like putting two great chefs together.
Yeah.
All right. Like, let's see what's kind of, all right. Well, for two great chefs from two vastly different restaurants. Let's see what we get out of this. It could be great.
Yeah.
So you're talking to the two people that don't brew. So
well, I brew kombucha, but it's very different.
Yeah. So I was going to say, like, I know well enough to speak it and talk it and understand, but I will tell you this: almost every time we collab with somebody, we learn, they learn, and sometimes it's a different way of doing the same thing and yielding the same result, but maybe it's faster, or maybe there's a way to cut costs with not losing quality, right? There's little things like that. Anything that can cut down on time saves you time and money, which is great. I mean, no, that doesn't sound sexy, but but it's true.
The things we think about,
right? And honestly, anything to make the quality better is always great too. So it's always little things you pick up, and we've been blessed to do collabs with small breweries like ourselves. We've been blessed to do with some much larger breweries, and it doesn't matter the scale. You're going to learn from everybody, always, all the time.
Because I know the last couple of years, there probably has not been a lot of fun with it. But hearing this makes you sound like I'm not saying you guys lost the spark, but it seems like there's a new excitement. Hey, we get to do this to have some fun, and reminds you of what craft beer is, maybe?
I don't think I've never not had fun with beer. I think if you're thinking about like how the attitude and vibe change, I think it's just the world kind of hitting people and everybody's fighting and trying to do their best with things. But at the end of the day, you get all of us in a room, or you get all of us at a beer event party. We're having a good time.
Absolutely.
I mean, we are. I mean, to be honest, so it's really not doom and gloom. I mean, again, people are fighting the good fight, and honestly, we're all here to help each other too. So no one wants to see someone drowning if they can help, if they get floaty, you know?
Yeah. And I should know that too when we do our dating panels, which Don, you're going to be invited. I just haven't we're getting through this, what you guys are going through before I start saying something else out. But whenever I put a group of people together, it's like just having fun. And Mike takes 2 hours to get done, but it's going to be fun.
Yeah, it's like I haven't seen you in a year, but guess what? It's like I saw you yesterday.
Yep.
You know, that's the kind of group that I think most of us are. Honestly, it's not even just locally here. I mean, you just got to meet some brewers from out of state too. I mean, everybody generally, it's a great industry to be in because everybody generally is friendly with each other and acts like, again, even if I just met you, it's like I've known you for years. It's really great.
And I've seen that like at the last 2 beer conferences. It's like you see that there as well.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. We like the conference. I feel like it gives us a reason to let our hair down a little bit and, have fun with our friends that live in Cleveland and Cincinnati or Timbuktu, Ohio that we don't ever get to see. So it's nice. It's a good time. You should come, whoever's listening.
Yes.
Pay the fee and come hang out with us.
Oh, yeah. So with the Art Institute, so is it going to be in the Art Institute itself or I'm used to like the Dayton Oktoberfest, which it's on the grounds, but you don't really go inside. So
so the nice thing, it'll be in the Gothic Cloister, which is a beautiful space. So kind of 2 benefits. It's beautiful indoor space and climate controlled, which if anybody's been outside recently, that is a fantastic benefit of this event.
That is a plus.
Of course, you can go into other parts of the museum, beverages excluded, which is great. But this is definitely an event that is made for rain or shine because we will be inside with great beers, snacks, and great art as well. So a definite benefit.
So what's been the most fun part on helping create this event?
So last year, I really wanted to be a bigger part of helping to organize and kind of started off, and I was taking classes at the same time and working a full-time job, taking classes and doing the brewery thing. I was like, I don't think I'm going to be able to really give 100%. So it's been exciting this year to be on a team helping to plan. I've known Mike for a long time. We used to box together. So we are the bouncers.
They're the
so
bouncers.
Do not mess with us. I'm just going to say it.
Don's first, trust me. I'm the backup.
I lost my train of thought.
It's all right.
Totally lost my train of thought.
It's gonna be fun. That's the whole focus here. We're gonna have a good time.
It really is. It's just a great opportunity. These events are really fun too because if you have questions, we will have brewery representatives there and we will talk to you about the process, the flavor profiles, the highs, the low of brewing it, day-to-day fun stuff if you're that interested to find out what happens behind the scenes, which I don't know that many people are, but I'm always happy to talk plants because that's what we do here. We have a lot of plants.
Not those kind of plants, Blake.
Oh, yes. No.
Well,
native
I thought maybe you were one of those 10 breweries that could do it.
No,
but she's right. There will be representatives from the breweries there, which is a definitely different than some beer fests. It's usually because sometimes it's they're gonna do this beer and volunteer, and everybody assumes the volunteer is from. They're like, nope, I'm just wearing the shirt.
I learned that the hard way one time.
Yeah, you're asking them for their email, and they're like, why? I want to send you a podcast. No,
that was before the podcast. I was like, which one's your favorite beer? And we were like, oh, we haven't tried anything yet.
Oh, yeah. I've definitely taken my beer to Beer Fest before and looked over at the booth next to me and as volunteers and someone just dropped beer off and they're like, what do I do? I'm like, okay, I think I'll help you set this up. But again, so yes, she's right. You'll be able to chat with us, get some information if you want, learn about the nuances, it's gonna be a good time. I keep saying it over and over. So I'm pushing that in the ether. It's gonna be a good time.
It is. Yeah.
So how is 2026 treating you guys? I've been hearing maybe some better things are moving forward right now. I was just seeing how 2026 is treating you so far.
Not bad overall.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm a bad person to ask because I always joke. I was like, we could be doing, 10 out of 10. I'm like, can we make it 11 though? Out of 10? That'd be great.
10.
So I'm like, I don't. So yeah, but no, I don't. It feels a little different than the last couple of years, but I don't know. I don't have a good answer for you, man. I don't know. I have no complaints, I guess.
We're still kind of babies.
Yeah.
So someone said we're in the toddler phase, I guess.
The toddler phase, it's true.
Everything's new, and now we're moving and we're reaching for things. So we just passed a ballot initiative
That's
in
awesome.
May, and actually this last Friday got our liquor permit. So that was kind of the plan from the start. But when you find out when you apply, you're in a dry area.
Oh,
That you got to go through a few more hoops, so that's fine. So we are adding on a few more selections, which is exciting. I do a lot of cocktails with my kombucha and my shrubs. So this first weekend, kind of unrolling some of that, we've had really good feedback. So we're very excited. And, we're starting to do more upgrades to the building. We'll be adding solar by the end of the year, upgrading our outdoor seating. So, we've had kind of our, 5-year, 10-year plan of things that we're looking to do, and we're on course. So I feel like I'm happy. I'm happy. So we're having fun. We're building our client base. Yeah. I got no complaints either.
And I'll say something that Don's probably learned already, or he's going to continue to learn. We have a saying now, and we never say never. Because as soon as I say we're never going to do it, guess what we're going to do? That thing. Whatever I say we're not going to do, we're going to do it. It's very interesting how that works out.
Because I know Gen Z is drinking, but I read something positive. Millennials are leading the charge in the drinking habits right now.
Somebody recently called me a geriatric millennial. I didn't know how to take that.
Yeah.
Like I'm 42.
I've heard a kinder description as elder millennial. I feel that's like, okay, that sounds wise instead of geriatric. I take offense at that. So
yeah.
Elder millennials.
I know.
Better.
I was like, well, that's so rude. Why did you call me that? Yeah. I mean, honestly, I obviously can't predict the future, but I think Gen Z will come around too, or all the Gen this or whatever, whoever it is, because everything is generational. Things change. Everybody's, there's a generation of people that grew up with their phones. They grew up through COVID. It's a lot of different things. And honestly, I feel like as they learned to be social, they didn't have to leave their house, and they had tablets and computer. I mean, we had computers, but not like that. So I feel like when people learn this social skill over time, they're going to learn, well, I do like to go out and have a beverage. Now, we're not saying go out and get drunk. That's definitely not where we stand as breweries in any kind of way. We definitely want people to drink responsibly. And to be fair, we want you to enjoy what you're drinking, which is why we make the craft, right? Mm-hmm. If you're just down on them for downing's sake, well, there's other ways to do that, safer at home. But we want you to be like, oh man, this chocolate stout, there's some chocolate in this. This is great. But yeah, I'm optimistic that everything will come full circle. I had to do it to you. I just think that's just life. That's the cycle of life. It sounds scary, but again, most of us are, honestly, for us that are still around and still pushing, I think it's a lesson and to your point, like you're adding cocktails and things like that, just to be like, you know what? We should just be well-rounded. Let's just continue to be a place we want to go to. And we're always going to be beer first, but at the end of the day, yeah, if you want to come have a cocktail in here, have a good time with your friend that wants a beer, we're good with that too. All right. We want to be part of each another's community. So
it's accommodating different tastes.
Yeah,
and, certainly with some folks can't have gluten. So having some of those other options is more accommodating.
Sure.
And, we don't make seltzers, but, having a seltzer that we can provide.
She don't make seltzers yet.
Okay.
She didn't say never. I'm just throwing that in there. She don't make them yet.
But
wait till Nate's like, wait, it's sugar and water? I can do this.
Well, yeah, but
just joking. Sorry, Blake. We're just gonna make you laugh.
Because one thing I noticed, I think one thing that's really brought people out this year was the World Cup. Because I went a couple of times down Cincinnati, including one time at Ryan Guys, and there was a lot of young people there. A lot. I can't judge what's millennial or Gen Z, but it was like it was just encouraging. No, I'm just saying it was encouraging to see that, and they were all having beers in their hands, and then it was like that has to be I mean, I'm sure you wouldn't mind the Scotch coming one weekend.
With the bagpipes.
Well, no, yeah, right.
No, the running out of beer like they did.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh,
I went straight to
Scotch.
bagpiping.
I did too.
Sorry.
I don't know why I went with you. I mean, yeah, I mean, the World Cup for some people was probably really helpful. And honestly, I think, and you could probably agree with this, you probably agree with this, it's, besides having a product, it's about experiences.
Mm-hmm.
So, especially with the younger crowd, the Gen Zers, the millennials, all that, like, they want more besides the product. So yeah, giving them something to do, even if it's just trivia. I mean, that's something, right? But the more creative you can be, the more events and things you can have that appeal to them. I mean, then yeah, they're having a good time, you know, and you have customers. So that's good.
Yeah, exactly. Of course, sporting events for us is a little bit different or
True.
any televised because we are by design
TV-less.
screen free. So it's a little bit different. But, you know, for a lot of folks that come in, they're looking for that opportunity to unplug because so many of us are just
Absolutely
bent over on our screen like I'm doing right now on a computer all day, and just to stop, look up and make eye contact is really valuable. So a lot of people come in after games and talk about the games, which is always positive for us.
Yeah, we get kind of a mixed bag. We have TVs and we'll play sports, but we are not necessarily sports centric. We're not like, oh, let's be the sports bar, but we do have TVs. I think it maybe helps more during football season than any other time, but I think it's sometimes more of a casual thing. Hey, I'm here, I'm having lunch, or hey, I'm here, I'm having a beer, the game's on, let's watch it. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm smiling because I'd love to be like, let's everybody go and watch the football game there. That'd be great. I just don't know if that's going to be us, but we'll have it. Right. But like, to be honest, like we canceled our cable when football season was over. So we're just rocking. Yeah. We're just rocking whatever's free right now. So we're watching a lot of ESPN 8 The Ocho. If you haven't seen it, they got pillow fighting championships.
That's a thing?
That's a thing.
Oh,
yeah.
Interesting. What is okay, we're talking about these weird sports now. Isn't there like a slapping sport now? Yeah. I kind of feel like that might be fun.
That one I have not seen on the Ocho yet, but I feel like soon. It's coming soon to the Ocho. It's fun. We're not the only brewery that plays it. I've seen it at other breweries that have it on, and I'm like, I would never watch this at home. But here, I can't stop looking at it. Why is this a thing? But yeah. Slippery stairs. That's all I'm going to say.
Fair.
Look it up.
So we were talking about the good, but one of my favorite questions, so what are you liking? What are you seeing like in the craft beer in general, and what are some things that you're still hesitant on?
I don't know if I have an answer for that right now.
What am I liking in craft beer? Again, we're having fun. Trying new recipes, getting to know our community tastes, which are really kind of aligning with a lot of the different types of recipes we like to brew and want to brew, which is great. We chose the right community, clearly. I love when new people walk in and look at our menu board and say, wow, you have a lot of different types of beers. This is a really good variety. And we're like, yes, that's, our goal is to try to have a beer for every palate. And it's been fun to make sure our brewing schedule matches that. And we try to do it seasonally too. So, and we try to have fun beer names that match people who like plants and gardens and science. And we've had some fun titles that for folks that get it, it makes me a little giddy. So if those of you listening haven't quite caught on, I get really geeked out about science and math. So spoiler. But
I mean, I hear that. Yeah. I mean, yeah, you definitely want to make the beers of your community and people want to drink. And it is fun to, I would say to answer your question with something you said, it really is, it's nice to seeing people interested in more of a variety. When I say variety, I don't mean 6 different IPA variety.
Yep.
I mean, to your point, like I was admiring the beer list. Like, oh, this is that's what I said. I said, there's a nice variety of beer on here. Yeah. We all know IPAs are still king. They just are, and they probably will be for a very long time. And you have to have them, or you should have them. But to be fair, having Schwarzbier, having a Bach, having these things on tap, and getting people interested in them is definitely fun. I mean, it's always fun explaining to somebody what an Italian Pilsner is. Yeah. Like a Peroni? And I'm like, okay, well, at least you said something that was Italian. But yeah. So I think that's nice. Seeing people convert into different styles of beers, or people that only liked a certain style, opening their palate up to other things because maybe their palate's changing, or maybe they're just growing and want to try things, and you're introducing it to them. It's nice. Yeah.
And I will say, going back to the IPA, so my gateway IPA, I was not an IPA lover from the start.
Ooh, what's this? What are you going to say?
And actually, like, the first IPA that I had that I liked was a black IPA at Illmatic, and that was painted black. That was my gateway. And I thought, I think I like IPAs, and that inspired our Gardening in the Dark. And I always, when people say, wow, black IPA, I've never heard of that. I'm like, well, let me tell you my IPA journey, and I can throw it back. So it's always fun too when you can give credit to other breweries that have inspired you to kind of step out of your zone and encourage creativity. So thank you, Mike, for opening that door for me.
Thank you. Yeah. I mean, to be completely honest, black IPA is definitely a style that I didn't think would be that popular for us, but it's always done well. And it's made us lean. I mean, over the course of the last 7 years, we've leaned into it to the point where we've done collabs as black IPAs. We're like, hey, we see you don't make one of these. We should do this. And it always ends up seeming pretty good. So we're going with it. Yeah. Thank you, Don. I appreciate that.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'll admit, you were my first black IPA too, because it kind of died when I started getting the craft. So
sad. I know. We shed a tear for black IPAs. Yeah. I mean, but there's always crappier trends, you know? I don't know when you got hooked on craft beer, were we still in the great IBU race at that time?
Probably.
That was when you couldn't make it bitter enough. What's the IBUs on this? It's 2000. That's I'm making that up. But, ooh, it's sandpaper? Yeah, that's gonna be tasty.
But now I kind of miss it being a little bitter. I even though it's starting to come back a little bit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but again, that's the thing. Like that I said, all these things go through cycles, and whether or not West Coast IPA, the super bitter, is going to be the top beer again, I think people are interested in like American IPAs, which are right down the middle. You get some bitter taste, but they're not going to blow your palate out. Yeah. And they don't just taste like straight juice, which I'm not knocking that. That's what your game is. Right. Hazies are good too. Mm-hmm. But yeah, there was such a thing for a minute there where hazies were just taking over so hard. Like you had to lean into that. You had to lean into it. And it's nice to see people have, so if you are going to have 6 IPAs, have 6 different IPAs.
Yes, agreed.
Different styles and types, not 6 IPAs with one hop different. I won't name names, but I know somebody I can say out loud, not locally here.
I think it's where you're stepping in.
Yeah. It's planned. That's okay. Mike's a jerk, guys.
Is there a certain beer style that that's been away for a while you'd love to see like trend like north?
Blake asking the hard-hitting question. That's why it's Blake's heavy hitter. I had to think on that. I really don't know. I think most breweries are making a little bit of everything. It's just whether or not their popularity level is huge. I mean, you already know my take on barley wines.
Oh, we've been talking about it since day one. Bring it back.
I don't know if barley wines will ever be massively popular. They are popular within a segment of people, and
I love barley wines.
There's your collab right there.
I know. I made the joke with somebody. You want to make a barley wine? We make it as a collab because I don't. I know breweries that have barley wines that they still put out they put out every year the same batch. Vintage, because while they're really good beers, they're high alcohol.
They are.
They're really strong. Yep. So trying to get that bulk sell of those is very. I mean, I'm talking about small breweries. Obviously, a big brewery is going to kick it out, but yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know what beer.
Sorry.
And then honestly, I think the bigger thing would be, I would just like an array of beers to be popular and not just one style, because it sucks to get pigeonholed into like, I have to do this thing, you know? And those breweries that don't have to do that thing, good for them. I'm jealous. No, joking. Sorry I didn't have a good answer for you, Blake. I'm being honest. He's going to cut this, guys.
Nope.
Damn it. I tried.
I don't know. I guess I like that. How about the trend is there's no trend.
There's no trend.
Yeah, I just, sometimes, I feel like there was a point in time where everybody last year, we all released an Italian Pilsner at the same time. It was like, like, how did we all plan this? Like, I think we released ours the day after Yellow Springs and somebody else had one, and Branch and Bone kind of kicked it off. And I loved theirs so much. I'm like, I'll try one of those.
I guess it does seem like
locally,
it happens
but so again, great minds. It just shows great minds on the brewer's part. Maybe, I don't know. So
yeah, I don't think anybody's actually copying each other, but no. Yes, I do think that it just kind of we were like, we haven't seen in a while. Let's make this, and then somebody else does it too, and
wait.
Because you're right, I have noticed that, whether I've paid attention to it. I think I have noticed the same thing. Yeah. Dawn's killing it.
Yeah, she is. So going back to Miami Valley Craft Beer Week. So what's the biggest goal? What's your future with this? Keep it growing, and how would you like to see it evolve?
Yeah, I mean, we definitely want to continue to see it grow. Hopefully we can continue to grow this beer fest and our relationship with Dayton Art Institute. Maybe it gets big enough that it is outside like Oktoberfest, and then we're having something else happen with it. I mean, at the end of the day, it's to celebrate the local beers and local brewers and the people working hard for the local scene here. So we want to continue to pump that up and celebrate those people and what they do every day. So yeah, growth is good. I mean, I don't know how big the week can get. When I say that, I don't know. I know the festival can get bigger, but the week is 7 days. We can hopefully just continue to get more people involved with it and continue to make better weekday events. And maybe that is more collaborative events during the weekdays too. Again, the more buy-in we get from everybody, the cooler stuff we can do, I think. So yeah, I like to see, there's a lot of cities, a lot of bigger cities that have their beer weeks. I'd like to see us have one, if possible, that is big enough that people want to travel to come to our beer week, right? We've all heard of Tampa Bay Beer Week, right? Why do I know about that? Right? Because it was popular. Hey, let's go to Miami Valley Craft Beer Week in Dayton, Ohio. Why not? We could do it.
Yes, I like that.
We could.
Yeah, that's our goal.
It's a goal to attain. Yes. But we could do it. There you go. See, we want those folks that you meet out of that when you go traveling, Blake, we want people to be like, "Oh, I know that area. They have one of the best beer weeks ever. Come on out."
Yeah,
you guys can do it.
We can absolutely.
Thank you, Blake.
We can.
So, what day is it, and how can people get tickets and stuff?
Saturday, August 1st, runs from noon to 4. You can actually buy tickets if you go to the DAI website. They have a link to purchase tickets online. Most of the breweries who are participating also have a link in their events pages on social media that will link to that purchase page. So $50 now, since we're about 2 weeks out for a ticket, $25 for designated drivers. So please, again, we always encourage drink responsibly, bring someone who can make sure that that happens. And then there will be snacks as well. So Kohler Catering is doing some light bites as well. So it really, again, you get a really good bang for your buck, I would say, with really unique beers, one of a kind, interaction with the breweries, food, great atmosphere.
Your admission to the
museum admission.
Yep, the museum.
See some great art.
It's not often you get a beer ticket. I'm sorry, not beer ticket. You get a ticket to a beer fest. You get to drink beer and you get food included. Usually you have to pay for that separate from the food truck. So
Right.
This is probably the first one I've been to that the food was included in it. So it's kind of nice.
Yeah, it really is. And again, it's all weather because we are inside,
All
which this
weather.
time of the year, that's not a bad thing.
So you can wear your nice clothes. You don't have to worry about sweating through.
That's right.
Anything else we haven't touched on the event?
What was the question?
Anything we haven't touched on?
No, I think we've hit most of it.
Yeah.
I believe there will be a DJ, if I'm correct.
Yes.
I don't know who the DJ is at this point, but I believe they've hired a DJ, so we'll be jamming in there, having a good time. So, probably going to be lots of people dancing with their beers in their hands. No spilling.
Correct.
That's a frowned upon.
You don't want to spill that. That's alcohol abuse.
That's correct.
That's alcohol abuse.
Multiple issues.
So thank you for your time on this Monday and having some beers with me and just talking. You guys have been a pleasure, and I hope to have you back on sometime again in the future.
Yeah, I'd love to. Thanks for having us.
Yes. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers.